Hey guys, and welcome to my channel and welcome to this video. So today is here 39 Celsius, that's something around 102 Fahrenheit. So it is super hot, and the only thing that comes to my mind and the only thing I can think of is some ice cream. So I decided to paint an ice cream today, actually 3 ice creams on sticks. Fruit ice creams, those are something that I adore, I love, so I decided to do them. Hopefully you will enjoy this video, maybe give it a try with me, and I really do hope that it's not that hot where you are and that you can actually breathe. So you can see the sketch I did for the ice creams. I'm gonna do all 3 same, just using different colors, and you can also see the sizes on the sketch. I will not put it for download, but you can just go back a little bit and see all the dimensions and everything if you want to do it yourself, draw it yourself, and if you want to make it exactly same as mine. So I started with my sketch, of course, then trace it onto watercolor paper using a graphite paper. And if you don't have a graphite paper, you can of course use the window, just trace it on your window. And first I started with some pink. This is actually rich pink from my dream collection, and started on the left side of my ice cream and just using a little bit of the water, rinsing my brush, and as more as I rinse my brush, the color is going to be lighter, so it's darker on the left side and lighter on the right side. Also, I'm adding a little bit more of the pigment. I've mixed in some pretty pink from Etchr, and just adding here and there. You can see I'm leaving some spots a little bit lighter, and also I went over the line and I decided to go just with it and to add a little bit more of the water on the right side to make it slightly bleed outside, tapping here and there a little bit more of the pigment just to create more diversity. Some splatters with a clean water to make it even more textured, because when you are adding water on the wet paint, it's gonna move the paint and it's gonna leave beautiful textures. So I decided to add just some splatters with clean water. For the second one, I'm using Skin Pink, also from the Pastel collection, and now I'm just using a dry paper towel to pick up the paint here and there just to get some whiter spots. Then on top, adding a little bit more of the Skin Pink in between, again leaving those parts lighter that I picked up the paint with the clean towel, and just adding a little bit of the warm yellow into my rich pink, a little bit of the pretty pink from Etchr again, topping in here and there a little bit of the paint just to add some variety to my colors. And again, left side is a little bit more pigmented and the right side is a little bit lighter, leaving some whiter spots. When the paint started to dry, those lines were harsh on my ice cream and I wanted them to be a little bit softer, so I softened them with my brush. Again, moving some paint outside the borders just to make it bleed slightly outside. Some splatters with warm yellow to add one more color, and some splatters with pink. Again, left it to dry completely. Now I'm using this just yellow again from Etchr palette, and all the materials will be listed in the description box. If you want to check something out, just scroll down to the description and you will find all the details there. And this time I'm not going to paint the entire ice cream with same yellow. I'm just going to leave the lower part, because that part I do want to make it a little bit lighter, looking like there is some maybe 2 flavors. So one is going to be yellow and the other one is going to be light, I don't know, that's something like grayish or beige, something like beige. So just adding a little bit of coffee brown in that lower part. While the paint is still wet, I decided to add a little bit more pigment here and there onto my second ice cream, mixing in yellow light and some black with twist to paint in the sticks for my ice creams. And I do want the part just beneath the ice cream to be a little bit darker, looking like there is some shadow. Also right side is lighter, left side is a little bit darker on the stick also. Just adding some details. And you can see there's that ice cream is still icy, so that's also the reason why we do have different colors and more white on top. So just go with it. You can use any colors you like. You don't have to use the same colors as you like. Maybe you have a different favorite flavors, so you can use any colors you like. Blue, green, pistachio, that's something like a greenish, right? Greenish blue. So a little bit more of the pigment. I left it to dry completely. This is now dry. So I'm picking up more of rich pink and this time black. So I'm gonna create the shadows, and right now I really don't see the lines. They were actually too light on this one, so I can't really see them. But, you know, it doesn't matter. Even if it happens, that happens to you. You can just add them on top of your first layer if you want to see them, or just, you know, go with it. Put them wherever you like. So again, this time, again, left side is darker, right side is going to be lighter for the shadow. So just adding some water on the right side. And just, I do want the edges to be visible of that indent, so I'm just adding a little bit more of the paint to the ice cream itself, and a little bit more in the lower part again for some shadows. And adding those layers and those details will create a depth and will create a dimension to your ice cream. So, but then again, you don't have to be super precise. For the second one, again, using the same colors as I did use for painting the ice cream. But this time I've added just a little bit more of the rich pink, pretty pink actually, from Etchr, and rich pink from my dream palette. And again, a little bit more of the paint here and there, also picking up the paint somewhere where I want to create some highlights. Just doing more and more details. Just see your painting and see where you want to add more details. And for the third one, there are also that increase, and I'm just adding same colors as I used for painting it. On top I mixed it some coffee brown and yellow, and for the lower part some coffee brown to create the shadows. And actually I really do like the most the third one at the end. Maybe I should have done the first and the second one also, looking like there are two flavors, but you know, I do like the first one. Could be some berries, blueberry. I love blueberries. That would be a great an ice cream. And a little bit more of the details, as I said, just with those details and with shadows and highlights, you will get a dimension to your ice cream. Just always use the same colors, but a little bit more pigmented. Maybe add a little bit of the black to make it slightly darker, but just use same colors but more pigmented for the shadows. And now I'm just splattering again the same colors I used for painting the ice cream, and it will create even more details. You can see I wanted to have the most a detail in one part, so just don't splatter same all around. Just make it maybe concentrated on one place a little bit more and on the other a little bit less. Again, adding a bit more of the details, finishing up, and a little bit more details to the stick. Same thing for the second one. This time I have used this red again from the Etchr, and it was just looking way off, so I picked it up with a clean towel, and yeah, that looks better. Just subtle details. Again, some splatters and a little bit more of the details to the shadows. And also same thing for the third one, using same colors, some splatters, and also details for the second and the third stick. Just wanted the part beneath the ice cream to be the darkest, and I decided also to splatter a little bit of the coffee brown all around. And if you want to add more layers, that's just up to you. With this, well, I guess I'm done. I'm not gonna go overboard. I did wanted to make those ice creams quite simple, so just to make, maybe to cool myself a little bit. It didn't work, but you know, still. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button, share it, and comment. If you haven't still, please do subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome, and I would really appreciate that a lot. Hopefully you're enjoying your day. You're gonna give this a try. And you know, guys, again, thank you so much for watching, for all your support, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!